Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw Daily, where we get your daily news. And today, oh boy, if you guys are watching SmackDown, we're going to talk about Baron Corbin and that cash in. I was looking for our lunchbox because we have like a lunchbox, Money in the Bank lunchbox. I have no idea where it is. It's around here. Somebody got it for us. I think my kid took it. Anyways, say hi to Larson at the news desk there, everybody.
Hi.
How you doing today?
All right.
It's weird you're all the way over there. Anyways,
yeah.
People seem to like the show that we did yesterday.
Cool.
So we're going to do more of it.
Yeah.
So, after Baron Corbin's, spoiler alert, failed cash-in.
Worst cash-in ever.
Is that the worst cash-in ever? I think maybe. I mean, you can put Ken Anderson. Can you put Mr. Kennedy?
Well, he never cashed it in. He lost the opportunity.
I think that's like the worst ever.
Well, he's the worst person. That was the worst Money in the Bank briefcase
yeah,
holder.
Exactly.
But that was the worst cash-in last night.
So anyways, after his failed Money in the Bank cash-in last night.
Worst cash-in ever.
It sort of begs the question, is the WWE souring on Baron Corbin? Larson, do you think they're souring on Baron Corbin?
Depending on who you believe, yes.
So, okay, there's a little bit to go through here first. We'll go back. I like these quotes here from Baron Corbin on Talk Is Jericho discussing his relationship with Vince McMahon. A couple little bits here. He says, "We're on that level where I can straight shoot him." Where I can straight shoot him. I don't think he meant straight shoot him. He says, if I walk in there, I can go, "This is terrible, let's do better." And he'll go, "Oh, no, that's terrible, we're doing it this way." We kind of play tug of war with each other a little bit, so it's good. But he has put a vote of confidence in me and has pulled me into his office a couple times and has been like, this needs to get better. You're doing great at this. You're not as great as you think you are.
Right after Money in the Bank, Sportskeeda's Leonard Sorrell had this to say, quote, as we reported leading up to the show, WWE changed the winner of the match thrice. Money in the Bank match. Three times. With Nakamura and Rusev originally penciled in to win the match. But it was, oh, you didn't know? The Road Dogg.
I was about to say, whoa!
I was too for a second. Road Dogg, Brian James, was the one who said, nope, Corbin's going to win the match. And despite some opposition, he was successful convincing the higher-ups to go ahead and have Corbin win the match.
Well, that's kind of the phrase that Sportskeeda uses right there, Mr. Sorrell uses, is despite countless opposition. So nobody, it sounds like Road Dogg has a lot of faith in Baron Corbin, but not a lot of people do.
Which brings us to today.
Yeah.
So this morning, Cage Side Seats in their rumor roundup featured a line about speculation that Corbin's failed cash-in had more to do with him being not able to hold his own on the mic against John Cena, and then also due to some of his Twitter behavior, namely some interactions he had with Mojo Rawley and Finn Balor.
Yeah, so that's kind of it. Number one, not a lot of people can hold their water against John Cena, but I kind of see the point. Maybe they didn't think that he was progressing as quickly as they wanted him to, but he only won Money in the Bank
in June.
2
months ago.
He literally has an entire, another 10 months to figure things out. It's kind of surprising they were so itchy.
And it's surprising they didn't use him losing in some larger storyline.
Well, okay, that's the wait and see.
Yeah.
We don't know. I mean,
we'll get to this more in our SmackDown recap, but I have an idea about this. But I'm convinced about that after Cena called Corbin a dumpster fire, that's going to be Corbin's new gimmick. It's like he goes and tries to cash in and it's an utter disaster. Dumpster fire. Yeah. That's how he's going to comport himself these days.
See, I think that his new gimmick is going to be failed cash-in guy. He goes in to check into cash, tries to cash his WWE paycheck early, and they said, "Didn't you just fail at Money in the Bank? We can't take this."
Well, that's not a good rationale for not cashing in a check. Anyways, continue, Steve.
Okay, so there's something else, and this is more speculation. This is more, and over the weekend, Dave Meltzer and Baron Corbin had a Twitter feud. They had a Twitter spat, if you will, where apparently on Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer, without being like a dick about it, basically said Baron Corbin is in his current position due to WWE's fetish with tall guys, which is true. We know that WWE Vince loves tall men.
Yes.
So Corbin apparently took issue with that, as he does with a lot of fans on Twitter. He likes to argue with people on Twitter quite a bit.
He seems very argumentative. And
he said, quote, on his Twitter, "What matches and promos has Dave Meltzer done? Oh, none. He is an old man who can never do what anyone on the roster can or could.
It's not a very good comeback.
No, it really isn't. And then there's some back and forth. One of the fans called him out and said, you know, that's kind of like saying, you know, if you go to a crap movie, you can't say it's a crap movie if you've never made a movie before.
Yeah.
And Baron Corbin doubled down on that and said, yeah, if you criticize an actor, if you've never tried to act, then
you can't criticize
the actor. The actor.
Yeah. And then Meltzer said, well, by that logic, Vince, up until 1998, shouldn't be able to criticize anything.
Right, exactly. So it was all very silly. There was one funny interaction between Baron and a fan when Baron basically he literally called him a loser. And the fan
Loser.
Loser. The fan responded with a picture of him on deployment with like the WWE when they went out to like, you know, wherever he was stationed, and said, well, your boss didn't consider me a loser when he visited me on deployment. You know how the WWE's with troops, like you cannot mess with the troops. You can't do that, you know, reasonably.
Yeah.
And of course, Baron then had to backtrack. He looked kind of like an asshole. For his part, Meltzer tweeted that his Twitter spat with Corbin had nothing to do with the failed cash-in. He's probably correct on that, but you know, maybe some of that was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
It could have nothing to do with WWE souring on Baron Corbin. They just thought that him cashing in, losing, would build heat for his match against John Cena. That's probably all it is.
But here's the funny thing, is that you never know. Like, this could have been, it's sometimes WWE can be that weird about things.
Oh, I know.
You know what I mean? Anyways, we're going to talk more on Going in Raw today about what is next for Baron Corbin, where we think he's going to go, and what his SummerSlam match with John Cena should be and probably will be. Burial. Anyways, that's it. Be sure to check us out on Going in Raw. We got a full podcast coming up later on today. We'll recap SmackDown and talk about this whole Money in the Bank situation. Till then, we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.